of the biggest thing that we've been talking about all July has been LeBron James. It's gotten kind of dead. I think the last maybe like 8-ish days as it comes for LeBron James specifically. I do think, though, Dibs, we got a pretty big hint yesterday, and I don't know anyone in LeBron's camp. I'm not sitting here to tell you I know what's going to happen. I'm just listening to everything LeBron has been saying in New York the last couple of days. I think this is a pretty big deal. So LeBron sitting down with Rich Kleiman, done a lot of business with Rich over the years. Rich, obviously, very close with Kevin Durant as well, but LeBron as well. This is at the CNBC Sport Boardroom Game Plan Summit, and LeBron was talking about how this free agency experience for him is much different than his other three, and he explained why. I think buried in here are multiple hints towards the Warriors being legitimate options for LeBron. Here is LeBron James yesterday at, again, the CNBC Sport and Boardroom Game Plan Summit.
No? In 10, when I made a decision to go to Miami, I had my reasons. When I went back to Cleveland in 14, I had my reasons. So actually, this would be the fourth. And then when I went to LA 8 years ago, I had my reasons. So, for me now, I have an almost 22-year-old son who is not my former teammate, which is hilarious. And I have a 19-year-old son that's at the University of Arizona. But it's my almost 12-year-old daughter who is pulling the weight a lot. Yeah. So going to my daughter, I was home for the 4th of July, and my daughter came home after being out with her friends and cousins and everything, and I pulled her to the side because she's up as of age now. So, like, anytime I leave, she's like, Dad, where you going? Like, I'm going with you. Like, where we going? Yep. So I pulled her to the side, and I was like, baby, I'm letting you know, I don't want you to hear from nobody else, but I won't be playing for the Lakers next year. I will be playing somewhere else, so I won't be home all the time. And you may not have an answer right now. You can give me an answer now. You can wait. You can write it down. Just want to know how you're feeling about it because you mean a lot to me. Yep. With me being away from you means a lot. So the family portion is a big thing too. Yeah. My daughter and my wife and things of that nature. And I'm a big family guy. So there's a lot of things that's, people are like, hurry up and make a decision, Brian. It's like, okay, it's not just about the team.
I heard that yesterday, Dibs. It's one thing to read it. It comes across there, too. But when you hear him say it, in my mind, I'm just thinking, I think the Warriors are legitimately a major player for LeBron James. I know they've been rumored and mentioned every single time this gets brought up as one of the options. But I'm going so far as I'm putting my name on it. I think LeBron James is going to be a Warrior. And I think it's this. That is reason number one. There's a number of lines in here that stand out to me. At the very beginning, quote, it's my almost 12-year-old daughter who is pulling the weight a lot. It's me being away from you means a lot. And then it's people are telling me, hurry up and make a bleeping decision. It's like, okay, it's not just about the team. That tells me it might not be go wherever you think the team is the best. And that's not the Warriors, unfortunately, but I don't believe the Warriors to be the best team out of the teams that are rumored to be a LeBron suitor. But the reason why, it's because of LeBron's almost 12-year-old daughter, who he doesn't want to be too far away from too often during the course of the season. And his 12-year-old daughter, he asked, let me know, write down where you think I should go, what you think about being away from me, how upset would that make you, all of those sorts of things. I think the pull of his nearly 12-year-old daughter is going to be one of the main reasons why LeBron signs with the Warriors.
I just love the way he laid it out in the beginning. And yeah, I read it all yesterday. And when you hear it, it actually hits even harder with what I was talking about yesterday, because he opens it up with, in 2010, I made my decision for a certain reason. And if you look at Cleveland, where he's a rookie and he led them to the playoffs 5 straight years after his rookie year, they just didn't quite have enough.
Went to the finals once.
Right.
Got swept by Tim Duncan.
And he wanted to get to that spot. And so he and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, they all kind of worked behind the back channels, and they got together because he wanted to be a champion. So in 2010, he made his move
decision
for a reason. And he did that, and he went out there and, he got it done. He won a championship. And then 2014, he made that move for a reason. And I think that reason was he felt like he kind of owed Cleveland more than what he gave him the first time. Cleveland, this is for you.
They had
He's
Kyrie.
from Akron, right?
They had the great asset in the first overall pick.
And, Kevin Love goes in there and whatever the other collection was. And so I think that decision was made based on him feeling like he wanted to make that whole again. And so he goes back there and he wins a championship. And after you do that, well, then 2018 comes and you're thinking, okay, I've been doing this now for 10 or so years. And now I want to take my brand to the next level. How do I do that? I go to LA.
And set up your life after basketball.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So in 2018, he makes the decision for that reason. So the first time, I want to be a champion. The second time, I want to do right by Cleveland. The third time, it's I want to go to LA and, bring my guys with me and set all of us up for our next act. And now, as you mentioned, his daughter and his wife and all the rest of it. And I love the quote where he's like, yeah, I got a 22-year-old son who's going to be an ex-teammate, which is hilarious.
The 650 just commented on the text line, former teammate, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yes. In other words, he's not going to be attached to Bronny. He got Bronny in the league, and now it's like...
Got him the guaranteed deal with the Lakers, by the way,
right.
And then announced he was leaving the Lakers. That was also not a coincidence.
And Bronny, now you're on your own. You're 22, and you've been a pro basketball player, so now it's sink or swim. Not that he couldn't have done it on his own, but... LeBron gave him that nudge to where now Bronny can be that guy. So when I think about this decision, you've already left to go win. You already left to go home. You already left to go build your brand. So now you're going to leave. Why would you leave again? You would leave now to go somewhere close to home with friends and maybe be a champion, maybe not. And so that's why hearing him laying that out and hearing him talk about his daughter and the proximity and even him saying 4th of July. And she's like, I'm going where you're going. Where are you going, Dad? I'm going with you. Obviously they're very close. So for me, you come here, you're able to fly home after practice and fly home after games.
If you want to, you could do it. Right. I mean, he would have, he could have a commute, Dibs, from the Bay down to LA. That's quicker than a lot of people commuting into the Bay by car. Into the city by car.
No doubt.
He could have a quicker commute going down to LA with, he could get a helicopter to fly to whatever airport he wanted. He could take a quick ride across the Bay Bridge to the Oakland airport, which is easier to deal with than SFO. You could do whatever you wanted and fly into some small airport in LA, get home. I think Brentwood, is that where his home is? I don't know exactly.
Santa Monica would be the closest probably.
And you could get home no problem.
Yep.
And I guarantee you, Joe Lacob will do everything in his power to make it as easy and comfortable on you, Bron, to get home ASAP.
Well, all of them. So, forget the Peacock 8 o'clock tip, which I know irks you because you do post game. But God. Let's just say it's a Thursday night game, 7 o'clock tip, and you don't play again until Sunday. You play Sunday in Denver. Okay, so Thursday the game's over at 9:30. Your media's done at 10:30. Let's just say you shower, you media, and you get a limo to whatever airport at 11, you fly down to Santa Monica, you're there at midnight, you're back in bed by 12:30, you're there Friday, you're there Saturday, and then you can probably, catch your own flight to Denver or you fly back here and you catch the team plane, whatever it is, it's all so convenient. And the other part of it is Steph and Draymond, are they going to be, or Al Horford, are they going to be rolling their eyes at the special treatment? Of course not.
It's LeBron.
Right. And they're all so deep in their own careers. It's whatever.
And they know they need, it's not like LeBron makes them a championship favorite or anything, but you look at the roster and your Steph, your Draymond, who technically isn't on the roster right now, but will be, your Al Horford, you're any of those guys. You look at the roster and you say, we need you, LeBron. We'll put up with whatever the hell has to be put up with in order to get you here.
No doubt. And I even go back to the Giants era where Barry Bonds had 3 lockers.
Oh, yeah. It's Barry. You do whatever Barry wants.
But there was some resentment at that. And
Barry was a different kind of guy than LeBron.
And it's 162 games.
Yeah.
And, Jeff Kent, who's going in the Hall of Fame.
LeBron has haters, and there's a lot of people that aren't a big fan of his, but it's not like he was just outwardly, frankly, not a very nice human being like at times Barry was.
Right. And if you were going to have... let's just say if Draymond was not somebody who is his close friend, well, then it wouldn't work. Yeah. Because Draymond, I could see him harboring resentment, but he's somebody who's very close with LeBron. So part of LeBron coming here, I believe, would be, if I get a chance to fly home after a game and not be here tomorrow for shoot around or not be here tomorrow for an optional practice, then yeah, I'm going to do that. And you're going to be okay with it.
Yeah, absolutely. How does that make you feel, Warrior fans? You hear LeBron James talking about how important his nearly 12-year-old daughter is to him. He says, my almost 12-year-old daughter is pulling the weight a lot. He says, me being away from you means a lot. He says, it's not just about the team. By the way, that line there at the end, I think, is really important as well.